Warning: the following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Geoguessr. We're doing an improved world today. It's a map by Wolftrekker. It's basically going to be the world map without the shitty, terrible locations. And as I say that, we end up in the middle of bumblefuck nowhere. We do have white divided lines on both sides, so we can forget a few countries like Australia. I am thinking we're going to end up on the left, right? But we actually, no, if you see, we have a rear view, not a rear view, side view mirror right here, and it appears we are on the right-hand side of the road. That's big. That is definitely huge, and it definitely gets rid of all of my suspicions of where we could be. Now, for those of you who do not know, we started live streaming over on Twitch. We started yesterday around 3 p.m. Eastern. We went for a little over 2 hours. I had a grand old time. I know Deborah was having the time of their life. It was fun. So we are going to be doing live streams on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We have, hold on, what appears to be Chinese, and then not Chinese, and then a telephone number, and it looks like there's a .t. So it's a country that starts with T. Couldn't tell you. Now, if you guys are interested, the link to the Twitch is going to be in the description down below, as well as the Discord, where you'll get some up-to-date, current events about timings, whether we are about to record or go live, or just any other information that may be useful to you guys. Now, another reminder, this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I am not going to be in New York. I will not be with my computer. So I have a mini-series planned. I announced it yesterday during the live stream that we'd be playing what I said was Finding Bigfoot, but that was the old name. It is now just referred to as Bigfoot. And I'm having fun with it. It's fucking terrifying. It really is. But I'll have those posted at our normal scheduled time on 4 p.m. Eastern for Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday as well, even though we normally have off. Now, I really don't know where we are. I'm thinking we could probably get away with, like, Kenya or Uganda. We do have nothing of importance right here. But definitely this general area. Let's go Uganda. I don't know why, but we're gonna go with Uganda. I feel like if this was Kenya, we would have found something to really, like, solidify that. Right? And this doesn't feel like Tunisia. Doesn't feel very French. Maybe this could be Lesotho. I can see it being Lesotho. But we're out of time anyway. Ends up being Senegal. So we fucked up. Over by Malim Niani. So we went the wrong way, essentially. We were going to the east. We should have been going to the west. That's where the closest town would have been. Kind of sucks, but I didn't see any language there, so that doesn't exactly help us. Now, I have a feeling we can do better, especially when it comes to the stream. Obviously, it was the inaugural stream. There's still a lot we could learn. Sound levels, for one. So music is going to be turned up just a little bit. If it's too loud, by all means, you can yell at me. It's live. I could see it. You could be like, Maff, music's too loud. Turn it the fuck down, and I'll turn it the fuck down. Now, it's also easier for communication, and obviously, if you guys want to see a certain map, we can play certain maps. We played a lot of Deborah's map. We did some testing. We played a balanced world, and we got 5 locations in the Western Hemisphere in one map. I felt that was very balanced. Deborah, on the other hand, not. But yeah, come on over and join us. It's going to be fun. Now, at the end of today's video, I know I'm not going to be here Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. The link for Geoguessr is going to be the first link is going to be what we start the stream off with tomorrow. So if you guys want to play that and have your name up in lights over on Twitch, by all means, that's just going to allow us to get some practice in before we go and do whatever the fuck we're going to do. And then the second link, which I'll have them labeled, will be for Monday, the Monday we return, which I believe is the 23rd. Could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. So on the 20th, the 21st, and the 22nd. Yeah, so it's the 23rd. So Monday the 23rd will be the second link. And then we'll see what we can do from there. Now, it does appear we are on the right-hand side of the road. This is the first language we have found with the accent over the O. And it does appear that we are in the EU based on this license plate. I originally wanted to say it kind of felt cold. I know it's not a Nordic area. And now that we have the accent over the O, we know for a fact it's not going to be a Nordic area. It does feel kind of flat. I could see this maybe being like Poland, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania. But again, we don't really have too much going for us. That looks like water to the east. Could that be... Actually, this could be Denmark right here. Can it? Like over here? That looks like Borad, doesn't it? And it goes up. But, oh, fuck me. It's tough. It's tough when it's blurred like this. We do have Q+. I don't think that matters. And no flags or other information available to us. Which sucks. I was hoping we were going to get a few good clues or hints or anything in some of these locations. But it seems like we're kind of fucked. Ends up being over by Estonia. Okay, where did you guys go? You guys went with Lithuania. Obviously, you guys were a little bit closer. Now, this was the general region I wanted to guess, so I'm glad we did guess where we did. Obviously, it wasn't correct, but the feel of the environment, the trees, the vegetation, that all felt like we were in the area, which is where we were. I'm going to call even that the... What is that? Yeah, that's the Baltics and the Nordic areas. All kind of have a general similar feeling. Now, right away, based on vegetation, walls, road structure, I want to say we're in an Asian country, whether it's Japan or Taiwan. And I think that maybe we'll be able to prove this. Now, again, we are going based on instincts. And that is important, especially when you have limited time. We were doing a few maps yesterday with a 10-second challenge. Deborah was enjoying themselves very much so. Oh, God. So this is going to be tsunami warning, 7 meters. It looks like we do have some stones out here to try and break up waves coming in. Those are not natural. These are man-made, which means we got to be on the Pacific, but that doesn't tell us if we are in Taiwan or Japan. We need to find something else. We need to find if we're on the right or left-hand side of the road, to be honest. So let's return to start. Let's go this way. Yellow on the license plate. I don't think that matters. Left-hand side of the road. It's got to be Japan. We have the hexagonal 216. Now, the hexagonals are going to be smaller. Let's start with the islands, right? Just to get them the fuck out of the way. Here's 211, 87, 79. So we could be in the right area. 215. Oh, yeah. We're definitely in the right area. Who the fuck is calling me? I'm sorry, guys. No idea. Don't know the number. Not my problem. 205. We need to find the hexagonal 216, guys. That's all we need. And I want to look for the stretched ones. You know? Because the stretch makes me feel like it's not going to be the correct one. Maybe that's how they have to display it. And we know we're near the water. That's the only reason we're checking islands first, is the water. No hexagonal on this one, which is interesting. Oh, God. Hexagonal 631. Hexagonal 620 and 84. Oh, my God, man. 80s and 617. And then a bigger island, 7981. 612s. So basically, the 6s are down here. Does that mean the 2s are going to be up here? I see some 2s around here. So maybe... Obviously, they're not hexagonal shapes, but this is where the 2s are located, and we need to get a guess down. But we're not finding anything. Maybe we're too far out for the hexagonal shapes on mainland, which sucks. So we're going to have to hope that we have a good guess down. Obviously, we're in the middle of the country, and we're on the water. So, we looked here. Are you kidding me? Did we see this? Or did we start over here? We might have started over... I think we started on these islands. And not even this one. Guys, we looked at them. We looked at the islands. The first time ever we even considered to look at the fucking tiny piece of shit islands. And we didn't even guess them. God damn it. Right hand side of the road, it looks like a white divider line. Looks like it's in Cyrillic. I see blue and yellow. I wanted to guess Sweden, but I know it's not. It does look like we have a white license plate. It's definitely in the EU. Now comes the hard part. Finding a flag or a website. The blue and yellow, though. Blue and yellow is also Ukrainian. Flag colors of the Ukraine. So I can see this being the Ukraine. But we need to find something that like actually tells us besides a building that's painted blue and yellow. Because that's not going to be enough of a solid clue to guess the Ukraine based on that. Maybe it is. Maybe it is enough. But for me, it's not. You know, I need something a little bit more concrete than a painting on a building. You know, the colors you choose to paint your house typically don't have anything to do with the country you're in. There's a .ru, so I'm glad we were able to find that. So it's Sonic the Hedgehog, Russian Sonic the Hedgehog. But where could we be? I have no fucking clue. Can't even go into town. Guess we're following the road system. So we're in Russia. Based on the feel, I want to say we are in the western part. Doesn't really feel too mountainous. And it doesn't feel like we are in a really cold environment. I don't even know if that's the right way to put it. There's another .ru right here. It's a little blurry, but it's there. Gas station. Can we go to town? No, we cannot. So then I'm thinking we're probably not going to be near Moscow because I'm 100% sure Moscow's covered, right? So why can't we go into this town? Who knows? Maybe the Russian government said, hey, you don't want to go here. And Google was like, all right, we don't want to go here. Come on, there's a whole fucking town over here. God damn it, man. It's not that hard. So where do we guess? Based on everything, it's got to be a popular city. We could probably guess near Sochi, which is where the Olympics were a few years ago. I don't know if that's actually going to be the right place. It's probably not. You would expect to see a lot more Olympic signs if we were anywhere near Sochi. But just based on the apartment complexes, we got to be near a large city. Maybe we're over by Novogorod. Let's go between Novogorod and Kazan. Because I honestly couldn't tell you anything about where we are. And we can't even go inside the city, which is pretty upsetting. Which is either broken coverage or they never actually got full coverage. Up by St. Petersburg. You guys actually went with the Ukraine. So we got a little bit extra from that. Never even considered to go near St. Petersburg. We don't go there very often. For whatever reason, I'm pretty sure there's plenty of coverage over there. But for whatever reason, we always get out here when we guess Russia, which is also a very large country. So we got limited points from that. This definitely feels like a tropical area. Yellow divider line. It appears we are on the left-hand side of the road, although it's tough to tell based on a motorcycle. So let's see if we can't get them to catch up to us by going this way. Oh no, there we go. Sri Lanka's probably going to be our best guess. But if they are on the right, which we are on the left, I was going to say if we are on the right, we have to change that. I'm pretty sure Sri Lanka drives on the left. Let us throw down our guess there for right now. And then maybe Bangladesh, but their language is definitely different than this. Yeah, this is definitely a lot more curved, and this has a lot more angle to it. So I think Sri Lanka is going to be our best guess, and it definitely doesn't look like Pakistan. What about Nepal has the straight line up top, and then Bhutan is a completely different language. Perfect. So then it's probably Sri Lanka. Obviously, it could still be Thailand and the likes, but I think Thailand drives on the right. I'm almost positive they drive on the right. Obviously, I could be wrong, and we have to worry about the yellow divider line as well, which is typically the Western Hemisphere. I know there's still some places on the Eastern Hemisphere that use the yellow. Obviously, I think what is it? New Zealand, I think, has yellow. Australia, I believe, has yellow. And then a few of these islands that we are near. Now, these are typical, like Indonesia, that kind of general area. We see a lot of them in Bhutan as well. I think they're just shrines. I don't know what they actually are, but that's probably my best guess would be a shrine or something. When we go to Bhutan, we find a lot of prayer flags. That definitely helps us with our guesses. But we're finding a real lack of clues in a lot of these locations. I think the only solidified clue we found were the two websites in Russia, and that didn't even help us with our Russian guesses. So we're definitely struggling with clues and finding things. It's definitely a harder map than we're used to, but given enough time, I'm sure this would be easy enough for us to figure out. I don't think we would struggle as much as we are. But again, that could be said with almost anything. The more practice you have in something, the better you end up being at it. Did we find anything else? We have 15 seconds. It doesn't really look like it. We might be lucky and find a road number. There's the flag of Thailand. That's the only thing we got going for us outside of Bangkok. We're out of time. I'm glad we were able to find a flag, but it's too late at this point. A little bit further south, mainly to the east of Bangkok. Without that flag, we would have guessed Sri Lanka. So I guess Thailand does drive on the left-hand side. Maybe it is Sri Lanka that is the right. Maybe I got those mixed up. But not great. I mean, obviously it's pretty shitty. Obviously Senegal could have been better, Russia could have been better, Estonia could have been better. But whoever the leader is did pretty much the only. Yeah, I mean, you got Senegal, but that was definitely tougher than a lot of the maps we have played. And I think this makes up for a balanced world where we got 5 locations in the Western Hemisphere. Obviously, this is technically the Western Hemisphere, but let's pretend it's not. Let's check out the full results. Benedict Schwanker, followed by Tapper's T and Screenshot the World. Everyone generally around the same. So there was something I clearly missed when it came to Senegal. Maybe you guys found some French or the flag or anything. I did not find that clearly. It looks like everyone fucked up with Japan. Well, not fucked up. Everyone got it that it was Japan. Everyone got that it was Thailand. A good guess in Russia, but 3 not so great guesses in Russia, and then 3 or 4 not so great guesses for Estonia. It was tough. There were a lot of places that just were lacking clues, and that's what happens. You can't always win them all. You can't always get the clues that you need to ensure your victory. But that is all we have for the day. Thank you all so much for being here. If you do want to come join us over on Twitch, the link will be in the description. We will go live tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. If you join the Discord, which is also in the description below, I will give you guys some heads up about when we are streaming and when we are going to start. But until then, guys, thank you all so much for being here. I do hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all tomorrow live on Twitch. Have a good rest of your day, guys, and bye-bye.